Imagine a car so affordable it's priced like a used scooter in the West, yet it's already shaking the foundations of the global electric vehicle market. While everyone's watching Tesla, something wild is happening in China, and now it's quietly spreading across Europe, Australia, and the UK. This isn't a future concept or a viral prototype. It's real, it's functional, and it's called the BYD Seagull. But here's the question no one seems to be asking. What exactly makes this $11,000 EV such a threat to Tesla and the rest of the Western auto industry? Welcome to another episode of greyBTC. Like and subscribe, it helps the channel grow and helps me make more videos like this. Number 1. It's not that small. People love to mock the BYD Seagull as a glorified toy car, a budget city EV meant only for students or tiny urban errands. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The Seagull is surprisingly spacious. The boot is actually larger than a 2008 Toyota Yaris and just a bit smaller than a Honda Jazz, two of the most popular compact hatchbacks in Europe over the last 25 years. This car isn't competing with smart cars or Fiat 500s, it's playing in the same space as a Volkswagen Polo or an MG3. And if you've ever driven those, you know they're more than just city buzzers. Underneath, the Seagull rides on BYD's E-Platform 3.0, the same cutting-edge chassis used for the BYD Dolphin. That gives it a longer than expected 2.5-meter wheelbase, allowing for surprisingly roomy legroom and battery space. This platform-sharing approach isn't just cost-efficient, it makes the Seagull highly modular, which is why BYD can scale it across global markets with ease. In fact, many structural elements, including battery mounts, floor pans, and connectors, are cross-compatible with the Dolphin, making repairs and upgrades a breeze. The larger battery model weighs about the same as a 2015 Honda Jazz with a driver inside, which explains why it's so efficient on long hauls. And while many people online claim the Seagull can do 300 miles on a charge, that's optimistic. In real-world conditions, say, cruising at 60 miles per hour with one passenger in decent weather, you can expect a range of 200 to 210 miles. Push it to 70 mph, and you'll still get around 170 to 185, depending on terrain and temperature. Not bad at all for an $11,000 car. Number 2. It was built for the world. While most EVs from China are still trying to figure out how to pass European crash tests or emission standards, the BYD Seagull was already compliant before it even left China. That's because it was designed from day one to go global. It's built on BYD's E-Platform 3.0, a platform that meets strict safety and emission standards in Europe, the UK, Australia, and beyond. In fact, BYD didn't need to redesign the car for export. The only real adjustment was stretching it by about 30 centimeters. That's it. That means no messy re-engineering or long delays. In places like Australia and the UK, the Seagull is already being registered and sold. You can literally walk into a showroom, test drive it, and walk out with keys in your hand. Why does that matter? Because while Tesla is still navigating red tape in some countries and legacy car makers are struggling to electrify their fleets, BYD is already delivering. The Seagull wasn't just a hit in China, it's now marching across continents with precision. Number 3. It's safer than you think. A lot of people dismiss the BYD Seagull because it's cheap. Some even joke that it's just a glorified go-kart. But here's what they don't realize. The export versions of the Seagull don't come with the low-quality Linglong tires used in China. In the UK, for example, the Seagull ships with premium Hankook STA tires, the kind you'd expect on way more expensive cars. Why does this matter? Because tire quality massively affects how a car brakes, handles, and performs in emergencies. In Brazil, independent tests showed that switching from Linglongs to Continental tires reduced braking distance from 42.6 meters to just 34. That's the difference between a close call and a collision. So even though this is one of the cheapest EVs on the market, it doesn't cut corners on safety, at least not the versions being sold in Western countries. And when you pair that with regenerative braking, a solid frame, and BYD's track record in battery safety, what you're getting isn't just a budget EV, it's a smart bet for the cautious buyer. Number 4. BYD has amazing batteries. Most cheap EVs cut corners on thermal management, the system that keeps the battery at the right temperature to work efficiently and last long, but not the BYD Seagull. If you go for the large battery version, you're getting a car with full thermal regulation using the same HVAC system that keeps you warm or cool inside the cabin. This isn't just a fan blowing on the battery pack. We're talking liquid cooling, resistive heating, and HVAC integration, the same tech used in premium EVs that cost 3 to 4 times more. It helps the battery stay healthy in winter, avoids overheating in summer, and extends its lifespan significantly. Meanwhile, the BYD Seagull battery also comes with smaller batteries, bolted on with zero cooling. It works, but it'll age fast, just like your phone if you leave it charging in the sun. So, if you're serious about EV life, go with the BYD bigger battery or go home. And here's the kicker. Because BYD builds everything in-house, from batteries to chips, they can include features like this at a fraction of the cost. Final thoughts. I've seen it with my own eyes. BYD is everywhere.
And this is another BYD right here.
In Dubai, Malta, and even parts of Europe, it's wild how fast this shift is happening. A few years ago, it was all Tesla. Now, the streets are telling a different story. Do you think BYD will take over the EV market? Or is Tesla still holding the crown? Let me know in the comments. I'm greyBTC, like and subscribe, it helps more than you think. And if you're into this topic, check out my next video, Why Tesla is Becoming Irrelevant.